mentioned our engagement in YSEALI.
We are fighting against human trafficking.
Kids as young as 5 to 6 years old are being trafficked, and this number is increasing every single day at rate of 1 person every 3 seconds. But sadly, in comparison to that, only 1% of all these traffic victims are rescued, and only 1 in 100,000 people who are guilty of human trafficking are being executed. We feel that there is a really strong need for us to come together and combat this human trafficking.
We aim to raise the awareness of young people in ASEAN region with regard to human trafficking, especially focusing on Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia.
Our youth, you may ask, is the most vulnerable group that can be potential victims of human trafficking, and we can be the one that can make the change. In Singapore, we plan to combine art with the issue of human trafficking, sort of like an art against human trafficking. We plan to ask local artists, be it flag poetry performances or video videoing, to come together for somewhat of a performance, inviting tertiary students from all over Singapore, revolving around the theme of human trafficking. In Malaysia, we will be approaching local celebrities for a photo shoot to show their support against the act of human trafficking. And with their influence, we hope to be able to reach out to their fans to get them to support the cause as well.
In Thailand, we plan to invite high school students from all over Thailand for human trafficking themed summer camp, especially focusing on youth from rural areas. We plan to raise awareness of signs and evidence of human trafficking, and to empower them with the tools to build community resilience against human trafficking in their own community.
Stream project. I'm DM from Singapore, and we've got. I'm sorry, I usually call him Maris Narudin, and yes, we're from
Thailand.
I love you. Yes. Shishan from Malaysia. Okay. And
excuse me. Do you guys
oh, that's a quick one. Great. Yes. Come. So as mentioned in the video just now, we've seen the statistics, and total there's reported 27 million victims, and that's reported. So you can imagine like total actual numbers that goes unreported would be actually much higher. And this number is actually even larger than the total victims of Holocaust, World War I and II, Korean and Vietnamese Wars victims combined. So it's really large. And yeah, so we feel that current policies, they're not enough, and we need to raise awareness of this cause to a larger audience and mainly the youth.
Okay, so a scarlet string serves as like a talisman to one of the evil eye. So like we are fighting against the human trafficking.
Okay. So the future belongs to the youth, and they should be taking charge of their future if they don't want to see something that they don't want to be in a position where they are not able to live in a situation that they want. So in this generation, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, and we have Instagram. And they need to realize how much power that they have to get the word out. So, you know, if they are the ones who have created the hype for celebrities, all of us know who Lady Gaga is. If we're able to make Lady Gaga big, we're able to make the cause of going against human trafficking massive.
Okay, so in Thailand, we plan to host a summer camp for the kids all around Thailand. I mean high school kids, and that will be like a 3-day camp. So, and the main activities in the camp will be the brainstorming about their experience about human trafficking, and then we will have like a workshop by professional to train them to raise the awareness of them and then share to their own community.
Alright, in Singapore is known as a national campaign, so we have campaigns for everything, and I think youth gets pretty bored of that, which is why I thought of combining it with local art would be a different twist and to get more attention with regard to human trafficking. And besides, like approaching it from a creative lens would be a fresh air to the Singaporean youth as well. So we're thinking of doing some sort of exhibition or performances inviting tertiary students, hopefully in conjunction with the National Day of Human Trafficking Awareness, which is on January 11th, and we hope to be able to continue this annually.
And in Malaysia, we're going to have a movie night roadshow in universities and colleges. So we're going to be screening movies that are related to the issue of human trafficking. And we also have local celebrities that would be able to influence their fans to take action against this cause.
So can we finish it off, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, the whole point of this is just to raise awareness, to build community resilience with human trafficking, because we sincerely believe that with knowledge comes empowerment, and hopefully that people who are aware, they become empowered, and someone will finally take action to end this once and for all. So, yeah. We've got a Facebook page that we just made, so like us, spread the word.
Thank you. Yeah, so maybe the feedback.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. I think it's really important to focus on topic like this because it's something we always struggle with. That was really great, and I think encouraging to everyone to focus on that. I really love that you went country by country, but until now I'm not really clear about the financial sides of your project. So that's the only thing that's really, it's really important for the implementation.
Yeah, I had a question about the budget. Just do you have specific places that you're going to look for funding? Do you have any idea how much these things would cost?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. We're just trying to figure out how it's possible to fit in a budget within 2 minutes, which is really difficult. For Singapore itself, we're thinking of probably collaborating with one of the local NGOs whose main target is raising awareness, but they are very. It's a one-woman show, kind of one-woman NGO, and we're thinking of approaching that. And possibly collaborating, because she's got funding, but she doesn't have the program. So that's the first place that I was looking at.
That's great. That's a big resource.
Yeah, and for Malaysia, we already have a platform to raise awareness on human trafficking, so we're able to tap into that information with the resources.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so also in Thailand, I'm going to do the camp, and then I just contact the school and just in the local area, and then contact them to support.
That's great.
So, how much of the money is going to be spent in the place that you're going to make the event, and how much of that money is going to be spent in Thailand? And just because you don't want, your cash flow to go into a country, let's say for every dollar that you get, is there something that actually there's an impact in the developing world? Because it makes sense. It makes sense to me. For example, if 90% of the event will be in Singapore, and 10% of the cash flow will be in Thailand. It's sort of as an NGO. Unless you can guarantee that that there will be money that will be pledged to go really to the beneficiaries. So we have a lot of fundraising and awareness. But we're very scared that in the end, it becomes sort of, as you said, it's a great country for many campaigns. But coming from the developing world, we're always wondering if really in the end, at the end of the event, after paying off the bands, after paying off the artists, after paying that really it's an event. So we're kind of nervous there. So, what can you guarantee? What can you guarantee, being the youth, and that there's an impact?
So actually, by local artists in Singapore, maybe it wasn't clear enough. They're actually more of the local budding artists who are not they wouldn't exactly be paid to perform. So having that in mind, we also tried to keep the cost really low. So definitely we try to seek sponsorship from the National Arts Council, because in Singapore, art is also a focus that the country wants to promote. So when we actually have events related to art, organizations like the National Arts Council will be more willing to give funding, and even local artists who are also trying to make their way to the public, they're more willing to perform without any huge sum of money, that kind of thing. And
we can also like create events, like running events, where we're able to create this sort of momentum online for them to pledge their sort of money to them to run.
Okay,
I
I think we're ready to wrap up.
So it's great. No, I was saying, another thing also is influence of Singapore. Since you're trying to influence people in Thailand who are committing the offenses, you can also make a signature pledge for the minister to be able to enforce. I was just saying, what can be realistic.
I just want to be careful about the guidelines just for the future. I mean, really try to kind of measure the budget, because if you are pushing a project and you even ask for money, you need to know what exactly and how much. It can be always changed, but you really need to have a feasible idea. So that's the only thing I will kind of just remind you, because I will be hunting you for each of the future projects.
thank you.
Thank you so much.